Lords and ladies, welcome back to more Final Fantasy IX, where this time we're going to go meet Garnet at the inn. We got a little alone time, just Sedan and Garnet, or Dagger. Well, duh, you're a princess, you lived in a castle, why would you walk around freely? Ah yeah. We didn't see many adults actually, did we? Teeny farm. Teeny tiny farm. I wonder what will be going on here then, eh? Yeah, we'll wait for Vivi. We don't need Steiner. Yeah, we don't need him. Yeah, we'll put you in a potato sack or something. Or a barrel? Potato sack, barrel, Queen Bran Steiner. Lovely little ATA here. Of Steiner doing what exactly? Apologies for the sound of my chair there. Need to tighten a wee bit, I think. I await your command. Steiner, dude. Dutiful daughter Slayer? Slay Queen is but a child, Steiner. What command could you possibly await? Yeah, he's not here. I love how the shop has a sign that says no credit. Like what credit system are they running here? Or does it just mean no tick? No buy now, pay later. Steiner used little words. She's a child. The Knights of Pluto. Aldebert Steiner at your service. Nobody knows who you are, Steiner. The observatory on top of the mountain. Oh, we've already been there. We've already been to see Morrid. Morrid is my coffee man. And off he goes. Not quite yet. Almost. I get to thank you first. I must make haste. Away, Bullseye! With a hidden treasure. Paintings. Or other nefarious things. Yeah, where's Vivi? We need to find Vivi. Vivi is our man. He's our black mage. He's very important to us. But we do have some new stuff that we bought from the shop. We can't learn anything on there on that, but you know, it comes in handy. Still learning shell. Alright, cool. Coolly cool. Can I leave town yet? I can leave town. Interesting. Right, okay. Well, not interesting. I should know this, really. I've played this game multiple times. I want to go into the forest. Now, there is a very particular encounter I am after, which you can get by just hitting left and right, but you don't actually want, if it still works this way, you don't want to actually move too much. So I'm using the D-pad for this. Apologies if this, like, you know, the view of this is absolutely horrible. I don't like it either. No, it's not the one we want. But I'm going to look for a certain encounter. The one I'm looking for is known as the Ragtime Mouse. And we can encounter him 4 times at this point in the game, and I want to do both of that. Now, I could win this, but I could fight this battle. I could probably take out these snakes. I probably should have, to be fair. We could have got Sedan up the Mage Mashers onto the Mithril Daggers, but in time, all in due time. What I'm looking for, I dropped 31 gil. How dare you? Why did I drop 31 gil? I'm sorry, why did I drop gil? Save gil. I didn't actually fight, did I? That would make sense. So yes, I am looking for the Ragtime Mouse. Now, if I remember rightly, you want to do it to the point where there's no there a lot. And we're going to see if this works. It used to work. Whether or not it still does is a different thing. And I'm going to see if I can find the ragtime mouse. And the reason I want to find the ragtime mouse is, well, I just like the ragtime mouse. So I'm going to, well, get my first encounter against it, and then I will come back. Once I have all the encounters taken care of. Well, not taken care of, but I'll come back for the first encounter, and then obviously, you know, we'll cut to the other encounters, as it were, once he decides to rear his ugly head, which could be now. And there he is. This is the ragtime mouse. Now, the ragtime mouse we're going to play a little game with. I thought it was going to take a little bit longer than that. So he's going to ask us questions, and we've got to answer them correctly. We answer them right, we get gil. And the end goal for this here, we get a really good item on disc 4, I think it is, if I remember correctly. So the first question here, the theatre ship at Prima Vista was built in Artania shipyards. Now, every question he's going to ask you, you can find the information out through playing the game and interacting with certain objects and stuff like that. I, on the other hand, have all these written down. And the answer to this one is false. So we want to hit the false sign. Critical hit. Go dagger. See, we got that correct. Got that right. So the answer to that was false. Now, you can find, obviously, 1,000 gil. We're going to need all this gil, trust us. So what you can do is you can find the answer to all of these online. Every single one of these questions, the answer can be found online. Now, there's no set order to how he's going to ask these questions, and obviously, just so you can say, look, you don't get ability points from these fights. Now, all of these questions, all the answers and questions, they're all in random order. They can all be found online. I personally have them all written down, typed up, and open on my second screen at the moment, along with a lot of other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slight cut here. I'm going to disappear, and I will come back when we get the second ragtime mouse encounter. So I will take care of that, and I will be right back. And here we are. I found the second one. Didn't take too long there, just a minute or two. So let's see what question Mr. Ragtime Mouse wants to ask us this time. A weird looking thing, I'll be honest. So this one, I Want to Be Your Canary, was written by Lord Afon. Now we already know the answer to that there is false, because it was written by Lord Avon. Well, slight delay there. I don't quite know what happened there. But you see, we've already been through that. Obviously, Vivi's fake ticket says I want to Be Your Canary, written by Lord Afon. I mean, we'll have a look at the item here. Pretty sure the clue for that one is given in this. I Want to Be Your Crow, sorry. Well, no mention of Lord Afon, but yes, we know that's Lord Avon. So I'm going to disappear. We've got 2 more encounters to go. I'll come back with the third, and then again with the fourth. And we'll see if we can't answer these questions. And here we are again. Didn't take too long there. Back with the third encounter. You see, if you just press the D-pad in any direction and just tap it once, then it's not too bad. So this one, what have we got? Chocobo Forest is located between Limblum and Southgate. Now, if I remember correctly, that one is true. Yeah. Boink. Although we haven't been to the Chocobo Forest yet. I mean, we've not even been to Limblum yet. But that there gets us. What do we get there? Another 1,000 gil. So, with these questions answered, we get more and more money. And money in this game is... it's not hard to come by. But I mean, we're up to 14,000 now, and that's only because we got 100% from the nobles. Obviously, if you didn't get 100% from the nobles, then you're going to have nowhere near 14,000 gil. But I would recommend just going for the 100% of the nobles, even if the silk shirt is the better option. So I'm going to disappear, and I'll be back with, you know, the next encounter against the Ragtime Mouse. And here we are back again with the Ragtime Mouse for the final time for the entirety of Disc 1. So you can do this at any point in Disc 1. I think you can just do them all on disc 4, to be honest with you, if you really wanted to. So question number 4. The 15th Limblum War started in 1600. That is false. We will find out when that started, but it's not now. Now, one thing I did forget to say. There is another encounter around here that uses the same music as the Ragtime Mouse, and it is a friendly moo. Just a little friendly brown squirrel asking for ore. Now, you can give them it if you want, and they'll give you a lot of AP points for it. Personally, I'm going to be saving that for now, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to do that later on. Ooh, giant spider. How does the team of Zidane and Dagger deal against a giant spider, I wonder? And did it! Hey, quit it. Lumiere! Lumiere! No, that's not quite as cool as Lumiere from Chrono Trigger, but you know. Wow, Zidane, 100 damage. I don't know who I'm more disappointed at, Zidane dealing 100 damage or Garnet dealing 100 damage with Lumi. Oh, but Dagger learned Panacea now though, and we got another Zangol card. So yeah, we're now up to 16,000 gil, which we are going to need before we leave Dali, by the way. Now, I can't remember if there was something in here I wanted to pick up. I mean, another dagger wouldn't go in wrong. I like having 2 of every weapon. Another iron sword, maybe. Leather wrist. I wanted another leather wrist. Is what I wanted. I don't think there's anything else I really care about at this point in time. Now, the reason we're going to need all this money, if anybody has played this game before, is because I want to buy... Well, I don't need 97, I only need 96, because I've got one equipped on Zidane. I want to buy 96 wrists. Now, there is a very, very good reason I want to buy all these wrists. And that is for something known as the cotton rope trick. So we need 99 wrists. But the thing is, we don't want to be too short of money because, you know, I don't want to, if I only had 13,000 gold, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm going to buy them right now, just get it over and done with, out the way. Everything else I don't think I need a second copy of now. And then once I equip Zidane with the... Well, once he's finished Flay Gill and equip him with the leather wrist, I will then have 100. No, well, I'll have 99. Which is exactly what we need to do the cotton rope trick once we finally get to Lindblum. Lindblum? Yeah, once we get to Lindblum. Once we get to Lindblum. No, Lindblum. Once we get to Lindblum, we can do the cotton rope trick, which is going to make us an absolutely fantastic amount of money. That is pretty much all going to be getting spent right there in Lindblum, to be quite honest. Hey, who's crying? No, we got a crying hole. Wait, what? Zidane, don't put anything in the hole. Oh, it's Vivi's. No, it's not Vivi's hole. Vivi's in the hole. That doesn't make it sound any better, to be honest with you. That sounded absolutely no better whatsoever. But here we are, I guess. No. Yeah, we'll get you out, Vivi, don't worry. You just stay and chill there, little Vivster. Who knows, Zidane? Who knows? Well, thankfully, we already know we're inside. Which is this way. Because the man sat over here is no longer sat here. Now, we still can't do anything upstairs because the windmill is still on. And just so you know, you can't get out of here. We don't have the key. The maze key, that, again, we can access that a lot later. Down the hole, Zidane. Oh, I have to walk down the hole. My mistake, Zidane. Nothing up in this top bit here, so... That's a pretty cool lift, I like that. We get some gil. Now what you can do with them wrists I've just bought is you can't wait till after you've done this. And right before you disappear, you can then buy the wrists. I decided to jump the gun a wee tiny bit and do it now. Why is what moving? Well, oh, it's Vivi. You can see Vivi through the window. Yeah, who cares? Put him in a box. Vivi in a box. Like, Vivi, fight back. Vivi, you're a kick-ass black mage. Just set them on fire. Vivi, set them on fire. You couldn't miss the large barrel. Oh, they have them at the castle. But what? That's how you get that's what you get your avocados in. What's your point? Who cares, Dagger? Don't cause any trouble just yet, Zidane. Hell yeah, we got a kick-ass and Vivi's in trouble. Kick-ass and Tate names.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Give me kick-ass and chew bubblegum. And we're all out of bubblegum, ain't that right, Zidane? Well, there's a treasure back here as well. A lovely little treasure chest. Thank you very much. And is that a Moogle? Now before we do the Moogle, coffin's there. But if we talk to said Moogle, we've got come up. Who wants us to deliver a letter to Mogkey? That is? Right, that's it. So wants us to deliver a letter to his mate. Whereas over here, if we climb up, and then Zidane does not skip leg there, them jumps, we get an ether. Not too shabby. Zidane's upstairs at the Moogle. Hey! And then from this one we get a potion. Nothing else in here. Zidane looking a bit worse for wear there. And then again his friend has been kidnapped, I suppose. So we get another room again, full of treasure. We get the leather wrist. I just bought another one of them. Having excess of items never comes in wrong though. Like, they really don't. They're always, in this game, they're always useful. Old items are not to just be discarded. It's not like other Final Fantasy games, you know, you get a new shiny weapon, like, oh, we'll get rid of the old one. Like, no. Same as armor, headgear, wrists. I don't want to go up there. There's nothing up there. I was meant to come down that way. We want to keep hold of it all. The fuck is that?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Someone's crying. Is it Vivi? Is that my black mage crying in that box? He was first time's emotional, he's crying in the box. What's your point? Who a baby? Hold on! Vivi! We got the man back. Our main man is back. Well, next time, Vivi, you set them on fire. Yeah? Just light their asses up. Nice and simple. We can just obliterate them with fire.
You get your fucking hands off me.
Get off me, fuckface. Surprise. I don't see how that's going to empower Vivi. Surely Vivi's already empowered enough. I mean, the man shoots fire. out of his hands. That is an egg machine. That is an anatomically correct depiction of a woman's ovaries. Some things I just shouldn't say, but I say them anyway. Empty. Alright, so I'm going to take a minute here just to equip Vivi. Make sure I've got everything on that I need, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that is Vivi equipped now, and now the only change is he's got a feather hat, so he now has add status and era. Now, add status, not a huge thing at this point in time. Vivi doesn't have any ones that deal any status ailments. But these doors back here, if we examine these doors, the smoking doors, there is mist behind. Now, if we open these doors, there is treasure behind, but we're also going to get random encounters in this area now. Whereas if you don't open them, you don't have to deal with the random encounters. You don't have to deal with the monsters. Now, personally, I'm not bothered about the monsters. I'll quite happily fight these ghosts. Rotto Raggy. Lumi. Hey, quit it. I love when Final Fantasy games give you like a disproportionate party. Like we've got a thief, a white mage, and a black mage here. We're all light armor using, technically back row characters. Yet here we are running Zidane in the front row, and wow! Vivi! That was naughty, dude. What was that? 12 MP for 1400 damage. Holy shit. What's a regular arrow do though? A regular arrow does 600, so that's still double, I think. Yeah, Vivi's a champ. But oh, Zidane can now go onto the mithril daggers though. Mist monsters, huh? What other type of monsters are there going to be, Zidane? Really? So we can get them on the mithril daggers now, where we can learn Bandit, which does make add status completely useless. But Bandit raises the success rate of steal, so he can finally start doing his job and actually steal them. Well, we get a phoenix down from that chest, and over here we get a potion. And a phoenix pinion to finish it off. So as you can see here, this machine's obviously, it's sucking the mist down. What do we got? More ghosts? More ghosts. And Zidane's new daggers there, looking very sharp, looking very nice. I like the look of them, Zidane. I like the look of those daggers. The mithril daggers look very nice, is what I was meant to say. Not I swear to God, I'm turned into Donny from the Wild Thornberries here. Is it Donny he was called? The little wild boy. Now Vivi, if we dual cast Era, how much are you doing per target for 12 MP? I'm curious. Vivi is a powerhouse. That's all there is to it. He's our Lord and Saviour, and we love him dearly. Oh, we got a skeleton card there. We can inspect this machine here. Doesn't do much. Is any mist to the machine outside? I had to take a guess. I'd say those eggs are probably made of mist. No, I mean, patchwork mist by the looks of it. They all look stitched together. A mist engine with no mist? Huh, must have missed. Over there, Chocobo and a Gasal grain or Geisel grain. That's a good question. That's a very good question, actually. Why don't they just use a machine there to power the conveyor belt? What are these other machines here? All these machines I can interact with and look at, but not that one there. Fair enough, game. That was... Why did you just Michael Jackson there? Just Michael Jackson forward. Slide forward and jump back. What we got? What's the matter, Vivi? Black mages. Rows upon rows of black mages. Mass manufacturing black mages. Because your mother's evil, Dagger. He's very, very evil. We should already know this. I love how Zidane just picks her up. Who's that on that side of the area there? Oh, it's the workers. Luckily, they managed to get two sets of twins to be the workers, or else, God knows what would have happened. Whoa! Wait. Did we just get put in the coffins there? It's like one of my nightmares all over again. So here we are as Steiner talking to Morrid. Although Morrid doesn't want to say much. Now, one thing I do want to do with Steiner here and keep the Iron Sword. I would have loved him to learn, well, level up. But I'm going to put him on a rubber helm now. Bronze gloves is fine, bronze armor is fine. Am I bad, Morris? Jesus Christ, dude. I shall persevere. Wait, it's a... Looks more like an observation deck for places, Steiner. Oh, come on, Morris, don't be like that. Yeah, you can't wait till you were Steiner over here to, you know, pick up the gold that we found over here before. We didn't miss anything here, is it, down though, so it's all good. Follow Morrid. Steiner, you have a big pokey sword. Ah, I'd love a cup. I do quite like a cup of coffee, actually. I'm a terrible Englishman. Can't stand tea, but I love coffee. When will the cargo ship get here? Tell me. God, Steiner does not have whinge early on. I think right or wrong decided to buy a jury of your pig as murdered. I like that line. Still green. Anyone can tell right from wrong. Ha, you're still green as a pickle. Steiner can't tell his elbow from his arsehole at this point in time. But right and wrong, just or unjust, Steiner never knows what's going on. Now you can challenge Morrid to a card game if you really want to. I plan on playing as little cards as possible, if I'm completely honest with you, in this game. I loved it in 8th. I've said before, I loved it in 8th. Hated in this. I absolutely hate the card game in this. It is indeed the cargo ship. The ship of cargoes. Did I need... No, I've got time. I've got time, it's all good. I was worried I might have forgot to unequip some stuff from Garnet. Yeah, we're making loads, man. But what of the black mages? What of the poor black mages you're making? I wouldn't define Steiner as scary. I suppose though, if you just... two regular lads there at work and a dude in full armor with a sword just comes charging at you, it probably would be a bit terrifying. Uh-oh, it moved. There's only one thing to do. Hook her with the sword. Avast the barrel. Oh. We got Zidane. I love the way Steiner just has his arms up, just flailing. Like a wacky inflatable tomb, man. The princess? Yeah, get two-footed. Steiner needs to work on his anti-air. Jumping jacks. Oh, Steiner, give it a rest. Yo, oh, Vivi, look at him. Hey, little buddy. Cheer up, little buddy. Oh, it's going to Lindblom. Oh, awesome. Well, if it's going to Lindblom, and I'm sure it said it was going to, you know, Alexandria. But before we can even think of anything like that, we have, well, a slightly bigger, non-hunched over version of this guy to fight. A Black Waltz, number 2. My power, I'm still gonna kick your ass, to be honest with you, dude. But not until I've stole from you, which would be even easier with our new handy-dandy bandit. I love that laugh. I wish them laughs were voiced. For boss time against Black Waltz numero 2. And my party order is hideous. I'm going to cast Protect on Vivi, then I shall cast Shell on Vivi. This one, if I remember rightly, he doesn't actually attack Dagger. Oh, we got a stapled hat. Vivi gets the focus. You can't AoE target Protect, unfortunately, or Shell. Only one at a time until obviously we get the next tier, which is not Protector or Sheller. It just goes straight to Shelver and Protector. And here comes the magic. This is why I had Steiner on standby, just in case it was needed. Again, we're going to keep Vivi focusing. Steiner, I'm not worried about Steiner. Steiner's got enough health to the point where he can tank absolutely everything. Vivi and Zidane, on the other hand, they're a little bit more fragile. And like I said, Dagger won't get hit. Oh, come on, Zidane. It's not that difficult. Aha, I protected against that hat. I mean, that was the point in time, I think, where we just... Dagger can just go into a AoE cure spam at this point. While Zidane steals. Oh, Zidane, man! 42, that's nothing. I'm not worried about 42. I need to heal at this point. Nah, she can defend as well. Vivi can focus again. Zidane back to stealing. And he couldn't steal anything, still. So, I think what I'm going to have to do here is... I'm going to have to, you know... Try this off screen. If Zidane can't get it on this next attempt. Honestly, the steal rates in this game is... They suck. There we go, the leather plate. Should probably just drop a cure this turn. And I think that is everything we need to steal from Black Waltz number 2. It is. So Vivi, let it rip. Oh wow. Oh shit. Right, okay. Note to self, do not focus 5 times on Ripid Era. It absolutely obliterates everything, and I apologize so much for anybody that's anybody that's doing that fight on console. It's not a hard fight, I swear. It's just Vivi's a monster, I guess. And Era must have a really, really high stat. But honestly, just rip fire or... Yeah, just rip fire spells at him. Focus 5 times with Vivi, just have Vivi rip fire, Stein a magic sword fire. Have Dagger keep your health up, and once Sedan's finished stealing, he can just drop into, you know, deal some extra damage. At least this way I suppose Vivi's cementing his line as the most powerful black mage out there. Why don't we get you riding on my disco stick? Wait, what? No. No, that was not the Lady Gaga song. Cheer up, Vivi. Yeah, before we go anywhere though, I do want to rest up at the inn. Takes us back. Let's have a little explore. We cannot get that treasure chest yet. Right, that treasure chest is not gettable until disc 3, I want to say. But what I wanted to do here is I wanted to check equipment, to be honest with you, just to see what people are learning. Because we learned Flea Gill there. It's down the leather wrist now for Beast Killer. Very nice, very nice. Leather plate, a little bit more armor. Teaches the ability Chakra, which, you know, none of us can really make do of, or make use of, I should say. Nothing for Vivi. Stapled hat, Lumina and Protect on the stapled hat. Very nice hat there to pass down to Garnet there. So we can get Lumina. And we can learn Protect a little bit faster. Now unfortunately she hasn't finished Shell on the Moonstone, but I am going to be taking the Moonstone off her for now. I think I might pass that down to Zidane. I mean we can double Base Killer. It'll get shot at Base Killer. No particular reason that I don't want it on, you know, on Dagger at all. Look at this simple hat. It's a hat worn by mages. Very nice, very nice. Now what I was really interested in though is this. So Lumi, minor holy damage, medium holy damage. So what does Vivi save as far as arrow causes wind damage to all targets, which is bullshit because I have to AoE target that, and I have to AoE target area. But I think I figured out the issue, because Quake is AoE and Water also says AoE. I think I figured out why those spells do so much damage. And I think that is purely because if the enemy uses them, they are AoE spells generally, they're not. I think the only enemy I know that single targets them is Garudas, I believe. 100% single target them. But yeah, unfortunately, Vivi absolutely obliterated number 2 there, which is kind of mad. Kind of mad indeed. But hey ho. Yeah, if you go back here, you can see he makes a little bit of noise on. Oh yeah, I thought they already captured him. Obviously referring to Vivi, it was this innkeeper that sold him out. But now that we are fully healed up, I am going to save. And this is going to be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Next time, we will board the airship bound for Alexandria, even though we need to go to Lindblom, and we will see what happens. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Thomas. Thank you for watching, and stay safe.